Hey guys, what's up? My name is Subchvrge, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a yoy wobbly sort of bass in the style of chime. So this is what it sounds like. And yeah, let's go. I'm going to initialize the preset so we can start from scratch. One quick note is that the MIDI notes that I'm playing in this patch are around F0. They're in the F minor scale, but any scale between like C0 and C1 will work really well for this sort of style. And you can even experiment with like little notes past that. But I mean, that sort of octave right there is going to be usually best for this sort of sound. But again, you know, you can feel free to experiment. So for the actual patch, again, we're starting from an initialized patch, which means starting from scratch. We are going to take the basic shapes wavetable right here and move the wavetable position up to 4 so we can get a square wave. Not sounding too cool yet, but what we're going to do with that is we're going to turn on the filter. MG low 12 works fine for this, but we do want to boost the drive up a little bit. And what we can do is we can take this LFO1 right here and apply it to the cutoff. If it's bipolar, I think bipolar is the word for this. You can turn it unipolar by holding Alt-Shift, and that's what we want. We just want a one-way ticket, so to speak. So the cutoff right here, you can start pretty low. I've usually found somewhere around like 10, 11 o'clock is usually the best place to start. Anywhere between 9 and 11 o'clock. So around 80 hertz right here. And then sounds like this. So, I mean, there is a lot of really high-end harmonics that we don't really want in there. So what we can do is we can drag that cutoff down. Until we find a spot that's pretty nice. I have mine at about 32, so yeah, we'll leave that at about 32 right there. And then also what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the oscillator B, and we're also going to make sure that the filter is affecting oscillator B. So this is just going to stay a regular saw wave. But we are going to raise the octave about 2 or 3. We'll start with 2, see how it sounds. Maybe 3. Yeah, it's kind of nice. So for the same sort of thing we want to do here is we want to drag the level down until you can barely hear it, and then apply LFO1 to the level of oscillator B, that saw. And then again, just to taste, we're going to raise and lower this LFO here until we like the sound. And that sounds pretty good right there. And then we're also going to raise the filter resonance. We don't have to do any modulation to this, but again, just to taste, we're just gonna raise it up and see how it sounds. And that sounds pretty good right there, sitting at about 44. So yeah, that's where most of the wobble is going to come from. And then next, we're going to head into the effects section. We're going to turn on hyperdimension and distortion. And for me, again, a lot of these sections just come down to taste, but for me, what I like to do is drag the mix down and the size down in the dimension, and then just absolutely push the dimension. So that sounds pretty cool. We're gonna put this after the distortion though. For the distortion, we're going to go ahead and click downsampling, and that's where our yoy is going to come in. So you want to pump the distortion drive a little bit until you start to really hear that yoy come in. And that is already sounding really cool. From here, it really is all just about personal taste. You can kind of play with the mix knob as you like. If you want a more subtle yoy. For me, I really like that yoy to pop through, so I'll usually have it around 80-90%. Leave it at about 89%, 90%. And then another cool trick is you can have some movement with the yoy. So I'm going to take LFO again, slap it down on the drive right here, and then we only want to really like a little minuscule bit of movement right here. So we're not going to go too hard. We're just going to... And that's sitting at about 5 right there, but the drive is sitting at about 42% again. And then you can just mix and mash these 3 parameters right here, the drive, the mix, and the mix of the dimension. And you can really just kind of tailor the sound to your own sort of liking. And that sounds pretty cool to me. If you have a fat rack, you can find these online everywhere. It's a Virtual Riot fat rack. I think it also goes by the name VR Fat Rack 4.0 on different music forums. But yeah, you can slap one of these on there. Play with the fat knob. And yeah, that's basically it. I mean, it's a very simple idea here. You just have a square wave and a saw wave. Saw volume is being modulated by 1 LFO, same as the cutoff of the filter and the drive distortion for the downsampling. But yeah, again, you can get crazy with it. You can do whatever you like, make whatever sorts of alternate changes to it that you like, but that is the main kind of idea behind it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it taught you something cool, and I hope you take this and, you know, kind of just go crazy with it. Find your own sorts of parameters to mess with that you really like, and yeah, just make the sound your own. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Subchvrge. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.